It's time to play the game here at Cole Harbour Place in lovely Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. I am James Bryan here with High Button Sports, bringing you this U15 Nova Scotia major action between the Bedford Bandits and the Joneljim Cougars, and we are just about to drop the puck. Cougars win the draw. Sit up. O'Neill with the puck. O'Neill out front to Timmins. Timmins shot. Save by Doucette. Kicks it out. Barry collects the puck. Barry passes out to Dixon. Dixon up the boards to Johnson. And here Timmins now with the puck. Timmins in front. Oh! Backdoor no good. Now here comes Nate O'Coin. Nate O'Coin loses the puck. O'Coin to Young. O'Neill now with the puck. O'Neill dumps it down. Here's Nate McLean with the puck. Nice use of the body there by Joseph Avant. And here come the Cougars. Through the puck. Up to Marsh. Marsh to Buckley. Buckley to Geezer. And here comes McLean. McLean loses the puck. McLeod dumps it down. Up to Parsons. McLean collects it. Up to Parsons. Parsons back to McLean. McLean up. Tries to find Stewart. No go. Now here's Buckley with the puck. Buckley loses it. Parsons knocks him off. And here's Joseph Ayati. Up to Stewart. Stewart loses it. Now here's Geezer digging. Out to McLeod. McLeod shot from the point. Save. Couple of nice saves there by Jerome Doucette, the Hockey Nova Scotia product for the U14 team at this year's Atlantic Cup Challenge. And we'll have a face-off in the Cougars' offensive zone. Face-off won by Timmins. Timmins to Brown. Brown fires down. No good. Then there's digging. Cameron up to Burke. Burke skates through. Loses the puck. Now here come the Cougars. Up the boards. Timmins now with it. Timmins to Wilson. Shot. Save. Just wide. Wilson with the puck. Johnson with the puck behind the net. Knocked off by... Puck is sent down the ice. Drew Cameron digs in for Cameron out to Burke. No good. Now here's Burke with the puck. Burke. Back out to Harris. Harris. Shot in traffic. High shot saved by Lane Wambach. No. Rylan Landry. My apologies. And we will have a face-off in the Bandits offensive zone with 12:17 remaining here in the first period. Is that the draw? Here's a shot, save. Out to the point. And here's Labuki. Labuki shot down, save. And puck is covered. Nice pass there by Labuki to Camus. Nice shot by Camus. However, better goaltending by Landry. And we will have another face-off in the Bandits offensive zone. Here we go. Ayati lines up for the draw for the Bandits. Cougars win the draw. Out to Hayes. Hayes, stick lifted. Shot bit. Cougars saved. Now here's Labuki with the puck. Labuki, couple nice moves, loses the puck. To Buckley. Buckley out to Barry. No good. That will be an ice, and we will have a face-off in the Cougars offensive zone. Okay. Bedford Bandits don't yet have their nameplates on, which is awesome for commentators like me. Face off in the Cougars offensive zone. Here's Buckley. Here's Camus now with the puck. Geezer takes away. Geezer out to Graves. Graves back to Geezer. Geezer loses the puck. Now here's Ethan Marsh with the puck. Marsh out, tries to find Graves. Taken away by Camus. Camus, nice defensive play there by Marty McLeod. Get the puck in. Oh, there's a glove on the ice. Now here come the Cougars. It's Buckley. It's Buckley to Graves. Shot, scores! Ethan Marsh with the backdoor tap in, and the Cougars score the first goal on this Sunday morning. That is nice puck movement there by the Cougars, and they will be rewarded for their play. Here's Parsons with the puck. Parsons, puck taken away by the Cougars. Shot just wide. Here's Graves. Graves down to Timmins. Can't find it. Now here's Nate McLean with the puck. McLean chips it up the boards. McLean going for a skate now. Puck taken away by Johnson. Nice by Young. Young up to Burke. Burke skating through. Burke tries to get the puck. Tries to take the puck away. No good. Now here's Parsons. Parsons slap shot. Blocked by the captain. Now here's O'Neill. O'Neill tries to find Avery Johnston, but just a bit too hard, and we will have a icing call and a Bandits offensive zone faceoff with 10:33 remaining in the first period. Bandits looking to break this donut on the scoreboard and looking to tie up this game early after allowing an early goal to Ethan Marsh and the Joneljim Cougars. Face off, won by the Cougars, taken away by Graves. Graves makes a man miss. Graves looking for a pass. Chips it up the boards. Never mind, we're back. Now here's McLeod. McLeod up to Johnston. Johnston up, taken away by Harris. Harris chips it up. Bad change here by the Cougars. Still able to make a nice play there. Now here come the Cougars again. Taken away by Stewart. Stewart to Camus. Camus, puck is loose. Quinn Smith gets it. Camus now with the puck. Camus taken away by Brown. Brown. Cougars moving the puck well tonight. Up to Buckley. Buckley now with the puck. Buckley to Brown. Brown. Shot in traffic. Just wide. Robertson will chip it out. Keeps it in. Marsh. Cougars digging. No, puck is taken away by Camus, and he will go for a rush. Pass it up to Smith. Smith. Shot. Blocked by the Cougars. They're digging for it now. Here's Dixon coming away with it. Dixon up to Buckley. Buckley, shot, wide, high. Robertson now at the puck. Braxton Robertson, the second-year defenseman, up to Burke. Burke to Chandler. Chandler now. Here's Chandler. Down to Cameron. Cameron, back to Burke. Burke. Puck stripped away by Burke. That's Dixon. Dixon up to Barry. Barry dumps and chases. Except Labuki will make a nice play there. Up. And now here's Maddox Burke with the puck. Taken away by Dylan Barry, the big defenseman. And that puck will go out of play. And we will have a stoppage. 8:20 remaining in the first period here. Cougars are up 1-0. And we will have a face-off in the neutral zone. Burke now wins the draw back to Labuki. Labuki, puck finds its way to Smith. Smith to Cameron. Cameron shot wide. Labuki keeps it in. Lubuki up now to Parks. Parks. Puck finds its way back to the Bandits. Here comes Chandler. Chandler, and that will be offside, yes. Little bit of a late play there by Parks. Perhaps a couple Bandits might want to have a word with him there. Nothing materializes, and we will have a face-off in the neutral zone. Once more. Here come the Bandits. It's Ayoade versus McNeil. Ayoade wins the draw to Camus. Camus to Parsons. Parsons to McLean. McLean shot just wide. Camus. McLean now, the captain. McLean up to Beckett Schlender. Schlender to Ayoade. Ayoade to Camus. Camus up to McLeod. Camus. Nice block of the shot there by Schlender. Parsons keeps it in. Parsons to McLean. McLean up to Camus. Camus now coming through. Camus up to Schlender. Schlender dives. No good. Now here come the Cougars. It's Marsh. Marsh already with a goal today. Looking for a second. Parsons will get the puck though. Parsons up to McLean. McLean chips it up the boards. Finds its way back to McLean. McLean still with the puck. Looking for a pass. Finds O'Coin. O'Coin up to Ayoade. Ayoade loses the puck. Here comes Buckley. Buckley, and that will be offside. Another neutral zone faceoff incoming here in this 1-0 hockey game. I am James Bryan here with High Button Sports in the Cole Harbour Place in beautiful Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. Here we go. Draw is won by Cameron. Brown loses the puck. Now here's Smith. Smith to O'Coin. Cougars get the puck back. Up to Dixon. Or Bonner. The puck. And a penalty will be called. They're getting into it here. And looks like they're both going to the box here. I cannot see the box from where I am located in the stadium. Trying to get a look. I will await the referee's call. It will be a 5-on-4 here for the Bedford Bandits. So, to my understanding, the Cougars player got a 10-minute misconduct, and then so Vinny Sims is in there for 4 minutes. So I can only assume that he got a 10 minutes, and then Robertson got a coincidental penalty with another guy. I'm not quite sure. Someone else can figure that out. Anyways, we will have our first look at this Bandits power play here as they're digging for the puck behind the net. Now here's Schlender. Nope, still has not come away with it. Schlender comes away with it. Nope, Cougars take it away. Here's Johnson. Johnson dumps it down. Doucette. Here's it down to Lubuki. Lubuki now. Labuki up to Stewart. Stewart. Nice play to dig for it. Now here comes shot. Save. That shot was courtesy of Marshall Hayes. Labuki pass back to Hayes. Loses on a stick. Now here's Labuki. Labuki now. Chips it down. Braun with the puck. Braun still digging. Still digging. Puck is loose. Buckley gets it. Pass is blocked. Here come the Bandits. Following shot. Save. Braun's now with the puck. Braun tries to kick it out. Puck kept in play by Hayes. Hayes shakes off a defender. Shot. Blocked by the captain. Bandits still with it. Here's Labuki. Labuki to Hayes. Hayes. Shot. Save. Saved by Rylan Landry. Good battling there by the Bandits. Not able to come away with it. However, they still have 2 minutes and 28 seconds left on this power play. And here we go. Face off. One back to Parsons. Parsons to Burke. Burke. Being patient with it. Burke now. Chips it down to Cameron. Cameron tries to find it out front, no good. Puck will be iced. Burke tries to keep it in. Unable to. Now here's Parsons now. Parsons skating through. Parsons to McLean, the captain. McLean back to Burke. Burke shot blocked at the blue line. Cameron stays on it. Puck is chipped down. Doucette makes another nice play there. Here's Parsons now. Parsons. Up. McLean. McLean takes a tumble. Marsh comes away with it. Marsh. Down to Harris. Harris up to Burke. Burke. Burke now. Going for a skate. Loses the puck again. Puck will be chipped down. Harris now comes away with it. Harris up to Labuki. Labuki up to Camus. Camus to Harris. Harris up the board to Camus. Camus with the puck. Camus takes a tumble. That will be a penalty called on the Cougars. And the Bandits will be in for a minute of 5-on-3 action here in this first period with 3:28 remaining. Oh, Cougars not too happy with that one. No, I couldn't imagine they would be. We will have a face-off here in the Bandits' offensive zone. Face-off is one. Back to Camus. Camus shot. Save. Back out to Camus. Camus, back to Labuki. Labuki, back to Camus. Camus, shot, just high. Labuki keeps the puck in play. Labuki now, looking to be patient here. Tries to find O'Coin. O'Coin takes a tumble. That puck will get chipped out. And it's a one-on-one here. Geezer versus Labuki. Geezer loses the puck. Just trying to waste time here. Bandits are having none of that. Ayoade comes away with it. Ayoade now. Ayoade, shot, deflected. They're digging. They're battling. 10 seconds remaining on this 5-on-3. 2 Bandits on the puck. Continues to waste time. And they kill that penalty. Timmins is now out. And it's a power play for the 52 seconds. Doucette now. Set out to Parsons. Parsons to Camus. Camus. Fifth pass to D. Another penalty is called. This time on the Bandits. That'll be Levi Harris getting 2 minutes for slashing. That is an unfortunate error for the Bandits to be making early in the game on the power play too. And now we'll have a couple seconds of 4-on-4. Just about less than a minute. As Robertson with the puck now. Robertson. McLeod chips it in. Now here's Young now with the puck. Young up to Burke. Burke. With a burst of speed through a couple defensemen. Shot is blocked. Burke sticks with it. No, Cougars come over with it now. Now here comes Ty Timmins. Timmins shakes off a defenseman. Shot blocked by Robertson. Now here comes Robertson. Braxton Robertson. Back to Young. Young. Pass to D. Back to Robertson. Robertson. Miscommunication there by the Bandits. Cougars come away with it. Back to the Cougars. Dixon to Geezer. Geezer. To Wilson. Or Barry. No. To Brown. Never mind. Alright, Cougars up in the offensive zone. Graves to Brown. Brown to Barry. Barry. Shot. Save by Doucette. Cougars still with it. It's Barry now. To Brown. Cougars on the power play now. Brown to Barry. Barry to the captain Geezer. Shot. Nice defensive play by Nate McLean. Barry still with it. Barry to Brown. Brown to Geezer. Geezer. Shot. Blocked by Nate McLean. Another great defensive play. A nice use of the body there by Nate McLean. The captain. Still with it now. Nate still working hard. And the puck is out of the zone. 20 seconds remaining here in this first period. Barry now. Up to Geezer. Here comes Geezer. Up. Puck taken away by Chandler. Chandler. Backhand shot. Save. And we will end the first period. Cougars up 1-0. I'm James Bryan. I'll see you in the second. And we are back for this second period of U15 major action. I'm James Bryan, as always with High Button Sports, as the Bandits are looking to make this a 1-1 game. Nice hit, and that will be head contact. Yep. Good call there by the referee. Drew Cameron gets 2 minutes for head contact on Dixon, I believe. It doesn't matter who the penalty was on. It matters who committed the penalty, and it was the Bandits. So we will get a look at this Cougars power play here. Here are the Cougars now. Buckley up to the D, to Brown. Brown, shot, blocked in traffic. Cougars still with it. Landry. Down to Buckley. Buckley out. To Barry. Barry to Brown. Brown. To Geezer. Geezer back to Barry. Barry to Geezer. Geezer shot. Save. Barry. Now here come the Bandits now. Enzo Chandler with the puck. Chandler tries to get it out. No good. Nice play by Maddox Burke. He's all alone. Will he score? Oh, nice defensive play by Sam Graves. It will take that puck away from Maddox. And now the Cougars will have a nice chance here. Here's Geezer's shot. Just rings out the post. Geezer now. Up. Barry takes a puck to the face mask there. Cougars still with it. Cougars up to Dixon. Dixon up to Johnson. 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 Nice. Up to Dixon. To Timmins. Timmins to Dixon. Dixon to Timmins. Timmins tries to find Johnson from the net. Shot. Save. Johnson with the puck in front of the net. Can't bury it. And O'Coin will give a dump and give this Bandits penalty kill a much needed short break as the Cougars gain possession behind their own net. And here they come. Here's Marsh up to McLeod. McLeod to Timmins. Timmins up to McLeod. McLeod fans on a dump. O'Coin gets it out of there. Cougars will be forced to reset. Here's Schlender now making nice plays. And Camus gets the puck. Camus shot. Save. And covered by Rylan Landry. And Camus is down. Camus on one knee, a little slow to get up. Maya, the Bandits athletic trainer, is coming out to take a look. Camus gets back onto his feet, comes to the bench. He'll have a look at by the trainer, and we will continue play here. Here's Brown up to Graves. Graves to Brown. Braun with the puck behind the net. We're going to reset. Braun up to Barry. Barry to Geetzer. Geetzer to Brown. Braun to Graves. Graves now with the puck. Graves passes behind to Buckley. Buckley to Graves. Graves to Brown. Braun to Graves. Graves with the puck. The captain. The captain down to Buckley. Buckley up to Braun. Braun keeps it in. Nice play to Graves. Nice effort by Braun to keep the puck in as Braun gets a puck. Braun out to Barry. Barry. Barry sticks with it. Down to Geetzer. Geetzer. And he loses the puck. Cougars will be forced to reset. Braun now. Here's Braun. Braun up to Barry. Barry to Buckley. Buckley out in front to Gietzer. Gietzer with the puck behind the net. Loses it. Nate McLean dumps it down, and he will go. Nate McLean dumps it down. Wilson now with the puck. Wilson up to Gietzer. Gietzer corrals the puck in. Gietzer up to Dixon. Dixon now, stick handling. Back to Gietzer. Gietzer, shot wide. Gietzer. Nice use of the body there. McLeod finds a McLeod. Puck is tipped. Puck is out. 15:34 to go in the second period, and we will have a offensive zone face-off. We are back to even strength. Nate McLean has a word to the ref there. I'd like to highlight the phenomenal job Nate McLean did on that penalty kill there. The captain, the emotional leader of this team, their second-year returning defenseman, leading by example on that penalty kill as Camus is back on the ice now. Pass up to Smith. Smith up to Camus. Camus now with the puck. Camus shook off by Dixon. Camus out in front of the net. Puck is in! A little fluky sequence there. Get him out of there. That goal, I believe, will go to Stewart. That will go to Stewart. And judging off that smile on his face, that might be his first goal of the season. I'll have to fact check that in between periods. But if so, congratulations to Jonathan Stewart on his first goal of the season, his first goal of his career, as the Bandits knot this game up at 1. And here come the Bandits now. Here's Hayes. Hayes back to Labuki. Labuki up to Stewart. Stewart, puck taken away by the Cougars. Cougars shot saved by Jerome Doucette. Now here's Labuki. Labuki with a nice burst of speed. Skating through. Labuki lifts the stick of Graves. Labuki still with it. Now Graves with the puck. Graves up to O'Neill. O'Neill to Boner. Boner to Robertson now. Robertson to Chandler. And now Drew Cameron keeps the puck in. Puck's right there. Taken away by O'Neill. O'Neill up to Gietzer. Gietzer tries to go through. Taken away by Robertson. Robertson loses stick. Nice kick by Robertson up to Camus. Camus up to Cameron. Cameron up to Enzo Chandler. Chandler, shot, scores! What a snipe by Enzo Chandler. Top corners where Grandma keeps the biscuits, and the Bandits will take a 2-1 lead off an awesome shot by Enzo Chandler, the Hockey Nova Scotia product. And just like that, the Bandits take a 2-1 lead in this hockey game. Here's Graves. Graves now up to Robertson. Robertson to Harris. Harris to Young. Now here's Gietzer. Gietzer, shot, blocked by Robertson. Now here's O'Coin. O'Coin up, hit from behind. Will they call that a penalty? I believe they are. Cougars goalie is retreating. Landry to the bench. That will be 2 minutes to Maximus Young for boarding is the call. So the Cougars will once again get another crack at this Bandits penalty kill. Have not been successful yet tonight on the power play. Let's see if the Cougars' fortunes will change on this opportunity here. Refs having a word with the players there. As puck is dropped, won by the Cougars. Here's Marsh, back to McLeod. McLeod, hard shot, save. Marsh now stays with it. Marsh to O'Neill. O'Neill shot to Dixon. Dixon poked away by Burke. Now here's McLeod with it. McLeod, and that will be offside. Face off in the neutral zone. Upcoming here. Yeah, so this Cougars power play has been unsuccessful so far today. They've had a couple shots at it, have not scored yet on the power play. Looking to make a change here in a game where they desperately need a goal. Now here's Barry now. Or Brown. Braun up to Barry. Barry around a defenseman. Schlender takes it away. Tries to dump it up. Ayoade comes away with it. Ayoade to Graves. Now Graves with the puck. Graves. Graves. Skates up. Uses the body on McLean. Captain on captain to Geezer. Geezer. Shot. Tipped. Now this Cougars' first power play unit on the ice here. This is a veteran group. And never mind. They're coming off immediately as soon as I started talking about that. Okay. That veteran group, their captain and all three alternate captains all on the ice for that power play. Just the veteran leadership and just that experience makes a big difference at this U15 level. As here's Dixon. Dixon. Up now to Marsh. March through. Puck taken away by Labuki. Labuki up to Schlender. Schlender, no, taken away by Dixon. Dixon, wide open shot. Shoot, saved by Doucette. Now here's Marsh. Marsh up to McLeod. McLeod. Nice spin move there by McLeod. Up, back to Marsh now. Marsh. Up to McLeod now. McLeod to Dixon. Dixon. Up. And the Cougars will get a penalty now. That is Avery Johnston going to the box. Claims he didn't do anything, but the ref disagrees. Oh, my mistake. Those are coincidental penalties. Cougars still on the power play for what will be 5 seconds. As Camus now tries to make a play. Robertson gets it out. Timmons shot high. Now here come the Bandits. Here's Harris with the puck. Harris up. Intercepted by Sims. Sims up to McNeil. McNeil chips it in. Parks now with the puck. Parks up to McNeil. McNeil digging for it. Here's Parks. Parks up to Sims. Now here come the Bandits. Here's Camus. Camus to Burke. Burke back. Shot. Saved. Deflected. Now here's Robertson. Robertson keeps it in play. No, that will be offside. Bandits will have to reset. As the Cougars get the puck up to McNeil. McNeil. Nice play by the body of Braxton Robertson, and Camus tries to get it up, hits the net. Cougars keep it in. Wilson. Cougars strip the puck behind. Here, Bandits still with it. Here's Robertson up to Burke. No, to O'Neill. Harris now. Harris takes a tumble. Cougars still with the puck. Here's Boner. Boner. Shifted down to Doucette. Doucette to Robertson. Robertson up to Graves. Icing will be the call. So we will have a face-off in the Bandits defensive zone with 9:48 remaining in the second period. It's a little chilly in this rink today. I'm going to have to start wearing jackets. Yes, jackets. 9:48 remaining in the second period. Camus sent back onto the ice in replace of Quinn Smith. Puck is dropped. Play will begin. Here's Harris with the puck. Harris up to Smith. McLeod now. McLeod up to Timmins. Timmins to McLeod. McLeod with the puck. McLeod up to Timmins. Timmins to O'Neill. O'Neill to the captain. Graves fans on a shot. Robertson tries to chip it up. Graves sticks with it. Graves up to Boner. Boner loses the puck. Now here come the Bandits. Ayoade. Here's Jonathan Stewart with a goal already today. Braxton Robertson now. Fans on a pass. Back up to Stewart. Stewart can't corral it. Bandits, Cougars get the puck. Graves now. Now here comes Marsh. Marsh taken away by Robertson. Robertson up to Stewart. Stewart tries to find a Bandit, but is intercepted by McLeod. McLeod dumps it down, and he'll get a change. Now here come the Bandits. Here's Harris. Harris up to Smith. Smith falls down. Geezer. Geezer, puck is flipped up in the air, taken away by Dixon. Dixon to Barry. Barry to Geezer. Geezer to Buckley. Buckley back to Geezer. No, offside is not called. Puck taken away by Ayoade. Ayoade up, taken away by Dixon. Dixon to Buckley. Buckley. Buckley now. Buckley chips it down. Puck is played by Doucette behind the net. Doucette up to Robertson. Robertson down the boards to Harris. Harris back to Robertson. Robertson up the boards now to O'Coin. O'Coin, puck taken away by the Cougars. Geezer to Robertson. Robertson. Dixon now. Loses the puck. Dixon to Young. Now here's Harris with the puck. Harris. Puck. Not frozen up. Dixon. Dixon now at the puck. Dixon chips it up to McLean. McLean. Up to Cameron. Cameron now up to O'Coin. O'Coin through. O'Coin still with it. O'Coin down to... Tries to find Cameron. Cameron down to... Sims takes it away. Now here's Vinny Sims with the puck. Sims to Brown. Braun to Sims. Sims now. Sims still with it. Sims, puck taken away by O'Coin. O'Coin up to Young. Yes, Young. Young shoots it. Puck is covered. And we will have... Buzzer was blown. But there will not be a stoppage in play. Or there is a stoppage in play, but there won't be a timeout or anything. Line changes here for both teams. Labuki finally out of the box off that coincidental. So with 6:43 remaining in this second period, we will have a face-off in the Bandits offensive zone. That is won by the Bandits. There's Schlender to Camus. Camus down to Ayoade. Now here's Boner. Boner with a burst of speed. Boner going hard. Now here's O'Neal. O'Neal up. Marshall Hayes gets the puck. Marshall Hayes loses it. Up to Braun. Braun breaks his stick on the shot. His parents are not going to be happy with that one as Camus has a breakaway. He's all alone. Can he do it? No, just high. Or not just high, very high. Camus with a great opportunity to make it 3-1. Thwarted by good behind pressure from the D and good goaltending. Now, Braun's parents are not going to be happy. These Cougars parents have not been happy all night. But now that one of their sons has a broken stick, and that's just another stick that they're going to have to pay for. Now, being around hockey parents my whole life, I know they're not fans of that. Nor should you be. As here come the Cougars. Geezer with the puck. Geezer now out to Buckley. Buckley can't find it. Irioti chips it up to McLeod. McLeod finds it. Here's Labuki now. Labuki. Down the boards to Schlender. Schlender to Hayes. Hayes back to Labuki. Labuki to Camus. Camus to Geezer. Geezer slap shot just wide. Now here's Hayes with the puck. Hayes up. Big hit by the Cougars. Buckley now with the shot. Buckley shot just high. Nice hit. Beckett Schlender goes down again. Now here's Camus with the puck. Camus. No effort there to get the puck back. O'Neal. Schlender is still down. As Doucette. And yeah, they are gonna. We will turn away. Beckett Schlender helped off the ice there. Most likely will not return for the rest of the game. For those of you just joining us here, I'm James Bryan, here with High Button Sports, bringing you the Bedford Bandits versus the Joneljim Cougars, as the Bandits are up 2-1 in a closely contested battle as Young comes down the ice. Young blocked by McLeod. Parsons now with it. Parsons to Burke. Burke. Shot. Save. Deflection. Rebound. Scores! Enzo Chandler. His second of the game, I believe. Yes. Yes. And the Bandits take a 3-1 lead after that long stoppage. They capitalize early. Now this is not looking good if you're a Cougars fan in the arena tonight. However, still 5 minutes left to go in the second and an entire period left. So anything can surely happen, but the Bandits are up 3-1 now as Parsons tries to fire it up to Young. No good. Now here's Parks. Parks to Chandler. Chandler up to Burke. Burke shot wide. Now Parks. McLean keeps it in. Now here come the Cougars. Here's Dixon. Up to McNeil. Neal up to Young. Young to Wilson. Now here come the Vans again. Here's Nate McLean. McLean out to Parsons. Parsons to McLean. McLean up to Young. Young to Parsons, keeps it in. That will be offside. No, that will be too many men. Too many men for the Bandits. Yes. Cale Parsons will take the fall, serve that penalty, and the Cougars will get another power play opportunity here. Here we go. Here's Graves. Power play unit 1 on the ice again. Graves out front to Buckley. Buckley to Barry. Barry to Brown. Braun to Barry. 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 Backhand pass to Braun. Braun to Graves. Graves. Shot saved by Jerome Doucette, the Hockey Nova Scotia goaltender. Jerome is one of 6 Bedford Bandits that made a Hockey Nova Scotia team this year. A couple former Bandits made the U16 team as well that are now on the Subs. As the Bandits win the face-off here, and they will chip it down. Ref gets in the way there. Braun to Barry. Barry to Braun. Braun to Graves. Graves. Graves now comes up with it. Graves shakes off a defenseman. Graves up to Braun. Braun back to Graves. Graves shot wide. Now here's Barry now with it. Barry shoots it down. Landry now with the puck. Landry to Barry. Barry up. Now here comes Johnston. Johnston now. Johnston up to Dixon. Dixon loses the puck. Cougars will be forced to reset. Now they're digging here. I can't particularly see it. Neither can you. Now here is... Now Labuki chips it down. O'Coin gets a puck. O'Coin shaken off by McLeod. McLeod now going for a skate. Here comes McLeod. Shot saved by Doucette. McLeod. Camus loses his stick. Dixon now. Now here's Camus. Camus takes a tumble. Dumps it down. Good play. 3 seconds remaining on this power play, and this Cougars power play is good as done. Nice kill by the Bandits there. Cougars didn't get much of an opportunity there, but they're going to be looking to maybe score one on even strength. As here we come, Dixon now to McLeod. McLeod to Johnston. Johnston. Up the boards, and now here comes Young. Young. Young up. Up. Here comes O'Neal. O'Neal. Now up to Johnson. To Timmins. Timmins to O'Neal. Can't corral it on his stick. O'Neal. And now here comes Nate McLean with the puck. The captain. Nate McLean loses it. McNeil shot. Puck is loose. Nice play there. Here comes Braun. Braun shot blocked by McLean. Doucette, no, tries to find it in front of the net, no good. Here's Young with the puck. Young up to Comer, or Camus. Camus loses the puck. Now here comes Boner. Boner to Young. Young shoots it down, saved by Ryland Landry. Cougars running out of time here in the second to make something happen. Now here Braun up to O'Neal. O'Neal taken away by Robertson. Robertson up now. Now here come the Bandits. Nope. Puck taken away by the Cougars. Cougars puck saved by the referee. Here's Stewart now. Stewart to Robertson. Robertson shoots it down. Saved by Landry. 7 seconds remaining. 6, 5. Here comes Braun. Braun up to Wilson. Wilson shot. Nothing materializes there. And the Bedford Bandits will take a 3-1 lead into the locker room after this second period of U15 major action. I am James Bryan with High Button Sports. I will see you in the third. And we are back for the third and final period of this Nova Scotia U15 major hockey game between the Bedford Bandits and the Joneljim Cougars. I am James Bryan, as always, with High Button Sports in beautiful Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia, at the Cole Harbour Place, where the Bedford Bandits are playing a home game. Not sure why. Perhaps the Greenfoot Energy Center was busy, but we are here. And here we go. Drew Cameron now. Cameron. Puck is taken away by the Cougars. Now, here comes Chandler. Enzo Chandler up to Hayes. Hayes up to Cameron. Cameron skates through. Puck is covered up by Ryland Landry. And we will get a face-off here in the Bandits offensive zone. Beckett Schlender making a return to the lineup for this third period. Beckett had to be helped off the ice and went to the dressing room midway through the second due to a supposed injury, but he looks fine. He looks healthy. He's ready to go, is Beckett Schlender. As we will have a face-off in the Bandits offensive zone. Ayotte keeps it in. Ayotte to Schlender. Schlender out to Camus. Camus now. Down to Schlender. Schlender. And there will be a penalty on the Cougars. Ref having a word with the bench. And the Cougars captain, Sam Graves, will be going to the box for what I believe is cross-checking. So the Bandits will get a crack on the power play here, looking to bolster their already respectable lead on the power play. Here we go. Camus to Robertson. Robertson back to Camus. Camus, shot. Up in the air, save by Landry. Little extracurricular activity there in front of the net. Refs aren't having any of this. Cohen Geezer with a couple words for the ref there after an unsportsmanlike penalty. And the Bandits will get a extremely lengthy 5-on-3 opportunity here. Just a costly error for the Cougars to be making here when time is not of the essence. As Robertson with the puck. Robertson to Camus. Camus down, shot. Deflected. Here's Ayotte. Ayotte to Harris. Harris. Schlender now. Schlender to Camus. Camus now with the puck. Camus. Stick handles. Robertson. And whistle is blown. Offside is the call. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Yes, like I was saying, there is not enough time here for the Cougars to be having 5-on-3 penalty kills if they want to have a shot at coming back in this game. As they tip it down, Nate McLean keeps the puck. And here's Nate McLean. McLean. Drop pass to Burke. Burke comes up with it. Burke. Over to McLean. McLean to Parsons. Parsons shot. Saved by the chest of Rylan Landry. Ooh. And now we will go here. Bandits win the face-off. Parsons to McLean. McLean back to Parsons. Parsons down to O'Coin. O'Coin to Burke. Burke now looking for a play. Burke down to O'Coin. O'Coin back to Burke. Burke. Burke now with it. Burke skating around to McLean. McLean back to Burke. Burke to McLean. McLean shot. Saved by the goalie. Now here is Young. Young back to Parsons. Parsons to McLean. McLean to O'Coin. O'Coin shot goes wide. Maddox Burke unable to keep the puck in the zone. Now here they come. Here's O'Coin now. O'Coin to Parsons. Parsons shot wide. Burke to O'Coin. O'Coin back to Parsons. Parsons 5-on-4 now. Cougars get the puck. And it will be 5-on-5 now. Cougars, nice penalty kill there. Bandits able to move the puck around nicely, but not able to score, which is what the game is all about. And now here's Camus. Camus. Camus now goes through. Camus still with it. Now here's Stewart. Stewart takes a tumble. Stewart on the ice there. There will be a whistle blown. Cougars take another penalty. Bandits will get another power play here. The Cougars are just taking a yeah, Bandits need one more. Here comes Beckett Schlender. And now the Bandits will have another power play chance here with 16-17 to go. 6-7. Oh my God. Cougars. Camus keeps it in the zone. Camus down to Schlender. Schlender back to Camus. Camus to Labuki. Labuki down to Hayes. Hayes back to Labuki. Labuki to Camus. Camus back to Labuki. Labuki shot. Nice save by the glove of Rylan Landry. Nice hard shot by Liam Labuki there. However, the goaltending prevails. Once again, Rylan Landry, his 20th save of the night. Made a couple nice saves here for the Cougars. But the Bandits lead 3-1 still. Braun. To Boner. Camus keeps it in. Camus to Geezer. Camus keeps it in again. Camus chips it down. Geezer gets it now. Geezer chips it up. And Camus is unable to keep the puck in. Here come the Bandits. Here's Jackson Camus. Nice burst of speed here. Backhand shot, save. Chips it out. Geezer. Geezer now. Battle for the puck here on the boards. Here's Marshall Hayes up. to Quinn Smith. Smith up to Beckett Schlender. Loses the puck. Now here's O'Neal. Tries to get it. Now here's Jackson Camus with the puck. Looking to make a play. Nice feet here by Camus. Camus shot wide. Nice effort by Levi Harris to try to keep it in. And he will go now. He will go. Nice way to shake the body off. Graves chips it in. Nice way to keep it in. However, he sticks with it. Now here comes Marsh. Marsh. Nice burst of speed. Robertson on him. And that will be a penalty on 2 minutes to Braxton Robertson for hooking. So now the Cougars will get a power play. Now, where are the refs at? I don't know. $14:16. That is the correct clock. That's what I got too. Plays off one. Here's Braun. Braun to Geezer. Geezer to McLean. McLean dumps it down. Braun keeps it in though. Here's this first power play unit that I've been talking about. To Barry. Barry shot low. Saved by Doucette. His 19th save on his 20th shot. Jerome Doucette just been doing what's been needed of him. Nothing more, nothing less. As the Cougars get the puck here, it's Buckley. Buckley to Barry. Barry now to Geezer. Geezer to Braun. Braun back to Geezer. Geezer shot. Deflected. Buck keeps it in. Nice chip up by Maddox Burke. Cougars will have to reset. Burke on the forecheck here. Burke, nice forecheck there by Maddox Burke. As here comes Barry up to the captain. Graves. Graves now looking for a puck. Intercepted by Drew Cameron. Now there's a stick on the ice. Here's McLeod. McLeod with it. McLeod up to Graves. Graves. Puck kept in by Cameron. Now Graves still with it. Up to Geezer. Geezer past Drew Cameron. Geezer now looking for something. Geezer back to McLeod. McLeod now to Dixon. Battle for the puck here in the corner. Up. Pass intercepted by Ayotte. Now Landry with the puck. Landry to McLeod. McLeod. McLeod going up. McLeod. Puck taken away by Hayes. 5 seconds remaining on this power play. Bandits are digging. Cougars come away with it now. Here's out. Nice shot to Timmins. Saved by Jerome Doucette. An open net for Ty Timmins. Quickly taken away by Jerome Doucette. Able to make a quick save for his 20th of the night. And this power play is over. And with 12:09 left in this third and final period of regulation hockey, we are back to 5-on-5. Here we go. Here's Marsh. Sims chips it down. To Marsh. Up. O'Coin. Chips it up. Tries to find Burke. No good. Now they will dump it down. And here's Harris now. Harris. Harris to Robertson. Robertson to Johnston. Johnston to Braun. Braun to Robertson. Robertson Now puck will go down. Braun gets it. Chandler digs. Or O'Coin digs. My fault. Now here's Johnston. Johnston to Marsh. Just wide. Now Robertson. Barry gets it now. Robertson now. No. O'Coin with the puck. Tries to find Cameron. No good. Marsh gets it. Marsh chips it down. Now here's Levi Harris. Looking to control it here behind the net. Harris up to Stewart. To Robertson. Robertson dumps it down. Blocker. Quinn Smith now. Smith to Cameron. To Wilson. Smith shot. Save by Landry. 10:51 remaining here in this third and final period of U15 major action between the Bedford Bandits and the Joneljim Cougars. Bandits are up 3-1 here. Cougars trying to spark a comeback, but it's been a very close back and forth affair. Goalie's playing well tonight. Parks gets the puck. Parks tries to find Wilson, ends up finding Parsons. Parsons to McLean. McLean deflected out of the air by Parks. Parks to Graves. Nice hit by Graves. Now here's McLean. Another good attempt by Graves. He wants it. Here's Stewart. Stewart up to Smith. Smith to Drew Cameron. Cameron out to Smith. Smith in front of the net. Shot. Save. Another shot. Save. Drew Cameron, that big forward wearing number 17, remind me of another big number 17 in Bandits history, Hunter McLean. Hunter, of course, now on the Steel Subaru. Steel Subaru are off this weekend. They will be back in action next weekend against the South Shore Mustangs and the Cape Breton West Islanders. And here they come. Here's Camus. Shot. Save. And here's Dixon now. Dixon to McLeod. McLeod. Up. Now here comes Timmins. Timmins now. Skates past Hayes. Ayati gets the puck. Up to Schlender, who gets it up to Camus. Who Camus chips up to himself. Shakes off a defender. Not able to get a shot out to Schlender in front of the net. No good. Puck is loose. O'Neal comes away with it. That could have been bad for the Cougars. Miscommunication there. Ayoade stays with the puck. Ayoade out. Couple Bandits, couple Cougars on him. Out to Schlender. Schlender out to Hayes. Hayes shot high. Puck is loose. Camus tries to make a play there. No good. Camus. Oh, here, Ayoade. Ayoade to Hayes. Hayes to Ayoade. Ayoade. Up to Braun. Braun chips it down. Doucette has the puck. Labuki now. Labuki. To Schlender. Schlender. Schlender still with it. Schlender. Buckley now with the puck. Buckley shot. Save of the pad. Shot. Wide open net. Just high. Cohen Geezer misses a great scoring chance there for the Cougars. And this game is still 3-1. And now Burke will take the face-off against Ethan Marsh. And the Bandits come away with it now. Burke to Cameron, off the shoulders of Drew Cameron. Braun, that will be called icing. 8:36 remaining in this third and final period. We're getting down to it here, folks. Buckley versus Burke for the draw. Now Robertson comes away with it now. Robertson to Harris. Harris up to Enzo Chandler. Chandler to Burke. Burke loses it. Graves now. Graves to Marsh. Marsh to Greaser, save. Robertson chips it down. Graves comes away with it now. Graves, Robertson now still with the puck. Robertson. Here comes Robertson up to Cameron. Cameron passes intercepted by Buckley. Buckley with a nice chip by Drew Cameron. And Geezer now with the puck. Geezer to Graves. Graves back down to Geezer. Geezer up to Cameron. Cameron to Graves. Graves up to Braun, who chips it in. Robertson now. Now here's Ayoade. Ayoade up to O'Coin. Back to Ayoade. Ayoade now. A couple nice moves there with the puck. Ayoade to Graves. Or O'Coin. O'Coin up to Young. Young unable to come away with it. Here come the Cougars. Here's Geezer. Geezer, shot blocked by Robertson. Ayoade chips it up to Young. Young through to O'Coin. To Robertson. Robertson chips it down. Shoots it down. Now here's Young with it. Young. McLean keeps it in. To O'Coin. To Young. Young tries to find it through. Now here's Parsons with the puck. Parsons to Young. Young gets caught up there in the boards. Now Parks has it. Parks to McLean now. McLean trips it up to Young. Young to McLean. This is offside. No, never mind. McLean now with it. McLean shot. Scores! What a goal by the captain, Nate McLean. Rings off the top corner into the net. Wow. Bandits take a 4-1 lead, and you can see the smiles on the bench. They are happy about that. Nice goal by Nate McLean. He's got to be feeling good about that. His first of his career. Nate McLean, 0 goals last year for the Bandits. Scores his first of his career in his second season with the Bandits. I've been calling them the Bedford Bandits this whole time. They're actually, sorry, the Martello Wealth Bandits. Yeah. Parsons with the puck. So it's up. McLean now with it. McLean. Nate McLean. Up to Stewart. Stewart. Down. Icing is waved off. Braun. Up to Wilson. Wilson. Now Bandits stick with it. Wilson sticks with it. Stewart chips it down. Braun now with it. Stewart. Nice hit by Stewart. Now O'Neill with it. Puck goes right by a couple Bandits. Now it's Timmins. Timmins. Breakaway. Nice chance. Shot saved by Doucette. Timmins back to Graves though. Graves keeps it in. Back to Timmins. Timmins loses it to O'Neill. O'Neill back to Graves. Graves shot high. Camus not quite fast enough. O'Neill now with the puck. O'Neill the big forward. Wilson shot hits the backboards. 5 minutes remaining here in the game. Here's great. Here, nice. Camus able to stick with it. Chips it up the boards. Going to use that speed. Going to use that speed to get it. Camus takes a tumble. Gets right back up. That's encouraging. Camus tries to make a hit. No good. And now here comes Graves of the Cougars. Graves versus McLean. Graves gets through. Now Schlender will get it. Schlender up to McLean. McLean. Dixon out the puck. Now here's Dixon. Dixon coming through. Dixon shot. Saved by Jerome Doucette. 4:12 remaining here in the third period of this game. Shots are 33 for the Bandits, 27 for the Cougars. Now, Jerome Doucette, 26 saves tonight. He has been playing a great game of hockey. Puck will be dropped. Shot. Nice opportunity there for the Cougars, saved by Doucette. Now here come the Cougars. Here's Parks. Parks resets. Parks dumps it down. Doucette plays the puck behind the net. Doucette to Harris. Harris to Cameron. Cameron fans on a shot. Just gets it out of there. Just gets it out in time. Boner to Johnston to Parks to Levi Harris now of the Bandits. Harris up to Cameron. Just a bit too hard. Icing is called off. Here's Burke now. Burke shot. Save. Puck looked like it was loose for a second. Some more post-play antics here for both teams. No penalties will be called, I do not believe. Just a couple line changes. Here we go. Burke comes through. Dixon now. Dixon up to McLeod. McLeod, big hit by McLeod. Burke stays with the puck. Burke. Geezer chips it in. Geezer to Burke. Burke to Enzo Chandler. Chandler up through. Now here come the Cougars. Here comes number 17. Number 15. Now here come Geezer, chips it in. Nate McLean, the captain, with the puck behind the net. McLean up to Marshall Hayes. Marshall Hayes now back to Nate McLean. McLean up to Young. Young to O'Coin. O'Coin to Young. Young keeps it in. Young. Here come the Cougars. Here's Wilson now with it. Wilson up to Parks. Parks still digging. No, Timmons, my mistake. Geezer. Now here's Young. Young up. Cougar shot blocked by Nate McLean. McLean, now here's McNeil. Cougars have the net pulled. 6-on-5. Young up to Ayotte. Ayotte, backhand just wide of the empty net. O'Coin digging for it. Now here's up to Timmons. Timmons, puck taken by Robertson, and a whistle. Two minutes for tripping, and the Cougars will go on the power play here. This is a 6-on-4 action for the remaining minute 22. However, this does give the Bandits the ability to ice the puck with no consequences. And with that empty net, that could be a real possibility. 6-on-4 hockey starts now. Here we go. The captain to Sims. Sims shot blocked by Robertson. Back to Sims. Sims to O'Neill. O'Neill to Graves. Graves shot, save. Sims to McNeil. McNeil checked off the puck to Parks, now has the puck. Parks pass to Graves. Can't find him. Graves. Puck is taken outside, though we'll have to reset. Graves waiting for his teammates to come back. Graves, another penalty on the Bandits. Would be 6-on-3 if the Bandits touch it. Sims to Graves. Graves shakes off a defender. Now here comes Graves. Graves leading the team. Leading the charge here is Graves. Graves takes a step back. Graves keeps it in. Pass to O'Neal. Parks. Puck is touched by Cale Parsons. And with 15 seconds remaining, they will call that penalty. And it will be 6-on-3. Timeout is called. We'll visit. No, never mind. No timeout. 6-on-3 hockey for 15 seconds. It does not get better than this. Bandits lead 4-1. Here we go. Braun to Barry. Barry shot. Saved by Doucette. Puck is there. 9 seconds. Getting into it here. Marshall Hayes rips off the cage of Dylan Barry. Wyatt Wilson. Could have been unfortunate there. Anyways, 9 seconds now. Start the clock. 7, 6. Puck is dumped. And that should just about do it here on this Sunday morning. The Bandits are able to get a 4-1 win over the Joneljim Cougars. It was a chippy game. It was a scrappy game. It was not pretty for the most part. But the Bandits were able to come away with a win thanks to a great game by Jerome Doucette. 28 shots, only 1 goal allowed. And the Bandits win 4-1. From all of us here at High Button Sports, I am James Bryan. Thank you for joining us today, and as always, I will see you next time. Goodbye.